Hello, 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 people. How are we all doing? Welcome, welcome all. I'm trying to tweet out the link that I'm live, so if that's why you can hear the typing, that's why I've got to try and get this all out real quick. But we are here, people, for the Liverpool versus Leicester City Carabao Cup match preview. Yes, nailed it. Big game for us. The Carabao Cup is an interesting one. We've never really taken it seriously under Jurgen. We've taken it seriously a grand total of twice. One time we were in the quarterfinals, and then we got knocked out by Aston Villa when we had to play a bunch of kids. And the other time we took it really seriously was when we won the competition. So maybe that's a good omen. I think we should be taking it seriously this year because I think we've got the real good depth to take it seriously. But we've got a tough game today. I think people might be underestimating Leicester a little bit. They are a top side. Let me just get this tweet out. Reviewing Liverpool versus Leicester. If I can type it, even better. Yep, and then got the link in. Perfect. I am a good Twitter user, but massive game for us. I'm someone who wants this cup taken really seriously. If you know me, you know my expectations are. I expect a third place finish, a Europa League win, and a domestic cup win. And for me, the Carabao Cup is probably the domestic cup we've got the best chance in, especially if you've read into the comments around what Pep Guardiola has said about how he's not going to be playing a lot of senior pros because of the congestion of the fixtures. There's a chance they could go out to Newcastle today. If they go out to Newcastle, we are the best team left in the competition, which is a massive thing. So I think with the quality we've got in the squad, we can make a serious run at this trophy. And I know that it's not as big as a FA Cup or a Europa League or the Premier League, but it's still a trophy. And the one thing I will say about it, and the one reason why I won't sort of let it be just forgotten or brushed to the wayside or anything, is that day we beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final was a boss day. It's a boss day. You sit there when you get knocked out the Carabao Cup and you go, it don't really matter. It's a tin pot trophy. This, that, and the other. When you win it, it's boss. When you win any trophy, it's boss. But the Carabao Cup is boss when that day we won it. And I want us to win trophies again. Liverpool Football Club is a club that's built on success. And even if it's just a Carabao Cup, it's a chance for success. It's a chance for a trophy. So I hope that we take it seriously and that we can have a good run in this competition. Big ups, Gareth. I was late. I apologise. Big ups, Denzel. Greetings from Dubai. I'd love to go to Dubai one day. Big ups, my guy Ali A. Happy 15th birthday. I was 15 yesterday, mate. I'm 16 today. Why third? May I ask? It was what I said at the start of the season. My idea was on the basis that we're gonna go deep in a lot of competitions. I don't think City fall off, so I think City comfortably win the league. I think Arsenal go out of the Champions League early, so focus on the league and then finish second. And we finish third, but we win the Europa League and the Domestic Cup. Maybe that changes as the season goes on, but that's what, at the start of the season, my expectation was. And it's not changed after a month and a bit. I'll do that later. But yeah, so today, Leicester obviously got relegated last season. Did go down last season. Could have got eaten down, but James Maddison can't take penalties. But hey hum, they're down. They're in the Championship. They are top of the Championship at the minute. They are playing some lovely football. It's really impressive to watch them. I'm not a massive let me get this out there. I'm not a massive Championship watcher because I don't think the league is high quality. I think it is more so an exciting league rather than a quality league. Leicester are a very high quality team in that league. They've got some good players. Their midfield is looking very good. They've got a good youngster in McAteer. Casadei's on loan from Chelsea. He's been getting a lot of praise. They're winning games. Vardy's looking, at a level where he's scoring goals. They're going to be a tough opposition. They are really a Premier League standard team. It's not an easy game for us. But I believe that the squad we can put out should be enough to get the job done. I really, really do. Should we really have loaned Carvalho and kept Doak? I think it should have been the other way around. What do you say? I agree with what we've done. I don't agree with where we loaned Carvalho to, because even before they got Xavi Simons, RB Leipzig was going to be a tough place to get a game. I think he should have went to a Fulham. But Fabio Carvalho can't play where Ben Doak plays. And maybe you're saying Elliott should have went to the right wing and then you play Carvalho there, but I just don't think Carvalho fits the system. And that's come from someone who really likes the footballer. I think Fabio Carvalho is a fantastic footballer. But you get these players who sometimes just don't fit. And there's a number of things that I've been told about him, what happened behind the scenes, what happened in his personal life in Liverpool, why it didn't really work out there. The loan was the right thing to do for him, and I certainly don't think we should loan out Ben Doak. I don't think a loan for Ben Doak is the best thing at this point in his career. I think he just needs to play football. I think people are very quick to get on his back because he didn't light the world alight against Lask. The kid's 17. He's not going to light the world alight every single game. You need to curtail your expectations at some points. So I don't think Carvalho was the one who should have been kept. I think he should have been loaned out. And I wouldn't be shocked if he's let go of next season if we're able to get some good money for him. Big ups my guy Gary Richards. Big ups Alexander. Hi Tom, but this league is there to take. It could be. I think I've said, if the league does open up, if Man City, for whatever reason, do slip up and open the door for a team to step in and take it, then I believe we're best placed to do that. I really do. But I don't think that's going to happen, and then there'll be a knock-on effect from that. Who's my sign of the season so far? It's got to be Szoboszlai. Tom, my team is Kelleher, Bajcetic, Quansah, Matip, Tsimikas, Endo, Elliott, Gravenberch, Doak, Gakpo, Jota. I would probably go. I'll do mine real quick. So it's not that much difference. I go Kelleher, Gomez, Quansah, Matip, Tsimikas, Endo, Bajcetic, Gravenberch, Elliott, Gakpo, Jota, and then I have Ben Doak coming off the bench. I want to get Bajcetic back in the midfield, to be honest. I know we'll probably see the one that you put out, Ali, but me personally, I'd want to get Bajcetic back into the midfield. I think he needs to be in that midfield. That's his best spot. That's his best position. It's where he's hopefully going to play in the future for us. He's an okay right back. He's the best at the and getting him back in his natural position in midfield will quicken when we can reintegrate him into the first team. And I want him reintegrated into the first team because he should then free up Bajcetic to do what he does. But for us, there's going to be some selection dilemmas. The midfield, there's been a whole, are you starting Curtis? Are you starting Gravenberch? I'm starting Ryan Gravenberch. I don't see any reason why he would drop Curtis Jones at the minute. I think he's been important to what we've done so far this season in terms of the games that we've played, the wins that we've got. I mean, we're 14 games unbeaten with them. People just like to seem to forget that part. You don't go 14 games unbeaten with a liability in your midfield. He's clearly doing a good job there. Ryan Gravenberch may well take that spot coming into the season, but right here, right now, I don't see any reason why he should be taking it. The attack as well, it looks like Diaz and Nunes are the first choice at the minute, so you're going to see Gakpo and Jota today. The interesting one will be, when it comes to Tottenham, are we going to stick with Jota and Gakpo playing? Like, is one of them going to get their go against Spurs? A tough opposition, or are we going to stick with Diaz and Nunes? It's a really tough one. It's a really tough one because part of me is saying you want Nunes because he's, the goal threat. He's been one of the most informed attackers in the league. But if I wanted to neutralise Tottenham, I'd be trying to stop the ball getting into Basuma. And I could stop the ball getting into Basuma if I played Cody Gakpo, because Gakpo is a lot better at marking passing lanes. So that's something that I'm now thinking could potentially be in the works. So if Nunes starts today, I wouldn't be shocked to see if Gakpo starts against Tottenham. It's a lovely dilemma to have, people. It's a really lovely dilemma to have, for one. I love the fact that I'm sitting here not knowing who we're going to start in cup games and not knowing, having these nice problems of which top class attacker is going to be playing. It's a lovely sort of issue and problem to have. Will we play Kwanzaa as another one? Because I expected Kwanzaa to play against Lask and he didn't. And obviously, Kanate didn't play against West Ham, did he? He didn't play against West Ham. He was on the bench. So maybe Kanate gets a game today here. Maybe he gets a game today here. So you'd see maybe Kanate, Matip, Gomez, or Kanate, Matip, Bajcetic. So something like that. I wouldn't be shocked to see Kanate starting again because of the fact that he didn't play West Ham. It's an interesting dilemma, really. It's an interesting dilemma. Do I play FM, FC 24 football, not to be a stat merchant, even though Carvalho hasn't found the right position at Liverpool, stats are light years ahead of Doak and Klopp played Gakpo. I wouldn't use EAFC stats or FM stats to judge a player because they're not the greatest basis on it. I mean, Adrian was a gold for 7 years. He's not a goal player. I think Adrian's the same rating as Kelleher. Kelleher's a lot better than Adrian. Bajcetic is a 72. Bajcetic is at a level that some attackers are at. Carvalho just didn't fit. He didn't. It's fine that he didn't as well. It's fine that he didn't. But the style of football that he is doesn't fit what we play. And there's no point in trying to mould how we play to fit him because he's not good enough for that. And there's no point trying to mould him to fit what we do because he's never going to be that. It just happens sometimes. I'd keep playing Darwin tonight for his confidence. Fair enough. Big ups my guy, Honesty. Watch Endo start against Spurs. I don't think that's going to happen. Klopp played Gakpo in midfield, but I can't find the position for Carvalho considering his goal output. Fabio reminds me of Suso. We don't need Carvalho in the midfield anymore, though, because we've got Soboslai. The only spot Carvalho would have is backup to Soboslai, but I don't think he wants that. I don't think he fits the system because I don't think his defensive work is at that level either. It's all these things you got to consider. Games like this would have been perfect for Conor Bradley. I completely agree. Sadly, he's injured. I hope Bobby Clark's in the squad and he gets at least 20 minutes a day. Bobby Clark should get chances. This is the thing. We've got a lot of players to get game time to because we've not got many injuries at this point in time. We've got a lot of players who need to get their game time. So it's happy problems to have. It's nice problems to have sort of thing. Soboslai's the same maintenance Sancho and Havertz. I think McAllister's the same maintenance them two, isn't he? And they're both better than Sancho and Havertz. I mean, I'm just trying to go off the top of my head what the worst one is. Kanate's 81 rated, which is abysmal considering the ratings of other defenders. Kanate's one of the best centre-backs in the league, and he's not getting the credit. Tom, do you think Gravenberch will be a regular start? Because I'm seeing loads of people saying he's 4th or 5th choice midfielder. Surely he didn't come to get the same game time he had at Bayern. Ryan Gravenberch will come here. So this is the one thing I will say. Ryan Gravenberch will not have signed for Liverpool on the basis that Jurgen Klopp sat him down and said, you will play. Because Jurgen Klopp doesn't say that. He's not going to say outright, you will play game in, game out. No. But what will have happened is Ryan Gravenberch will have seen that we play a system that has his position and there could be an opening in it. At Bayern, he was playing in a double pivot. He's not a double pivot type of player. So you would then expect to see Gravenberch, he plays that left centre mid spot for us. But there is no logical reason at this moment in time for me to drop Curtis Jones. So Ryan Gravenberch has to be patient and has to continue to perform when he gets his chances. And he has to wait to see if Jones messes up. He will get his opportunities. He will get his opportunities in the first team with Soboslai and McAllister and all that. He will get his opportunities there. Let's not get it twisted. But right now, he's just got to be patient and wait. And I don't think he can come in and expect to start when the midfield has been this good. I don't think he can do. I think that's something that people have to understand. Endo needs to bring his A game tonight, 100%. 100%. He's been a little bit disappointed to start off with. Who will captain tonight? I think. So none of the core four are there, are they? None of the core four are there. So just off the base of what my team was, I would probably say it will be Jota, maybe? Would it be Jota? Maybe Joe Gomez? Maybe if Joe Gomez plays, it's probably Joe Gomez. If not, then probably Jota. Midfield wise, it can't be any of them. Gakpo, no. Dope, no. Maybe Matip. I don't think they give it to Simicast. I reckon it's between Gomez, Matip, and Jota. If Spurs don't jump on to sign Osimhen, it's a missed opportunity for them. I don't think he'd want to join them. I think Osimhen could go for a bigger club than that. I think Victor Osimhen. Honestly speaking, would I consider Victor Osimhen at Liverpool? Maybe, but he's going to be hella expensive. And I don't think he's an outright salary replacement. He's a hell of a footballer. He's a brilliant striker, and the way he's being treated by Napoli at the minute is an absolute disgrace. Let's just get it plain and simple. I'd be like us treating Mo Salah like that, putting out horrendous racist fail comps and stuff. It's awful. What if Endo scores a goal? My Japanese captain, I'd love for him to score. I'd absolutely love for him to score. But he did play a pivot at Ajax, Tom. Again, though, when he played a pivot at Ajax, he was the one with more license to move forwards. When he plays a pivot with us, he's not going to be that because he's going to have Trent there, and we give Trent a license to move forward. So Gravenberch would have to sacrifice the strength of his game to be a defensive-minded one. This is the thing. Like people who say to me, McAllister played in a double pivot. Yeah, he did, but he was the one with the license to move forwards. At Liverpool, no DM pivot player we're going to sign is going to have more license to go forwards than Trent Alexander-Arnold, because Trent Alexander-Arnold is the second most creative player in the Premier League. Unless you sign Kevin De Bruyne to play in a pivot, they're going to have to sit behind Trent. So they're going to have to sacrifice their game and be more defensively minded. Which is why I don't see why Gravenberch would play there. Listen to Denzel as well. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, people. We are closing in on monetization. We're closing on monetization, and that will be much, much, much appreciated. Gravenberch could play in the 6. Maybe, but I think again you're sacrificing a lot of his strengths. I think you're sacrificing an awful lot of his strengths there. Gomez captain. Big ups my guy Panaskaus. Osimhen's got Arsenal written all over him. I hope not. To be honest, I want Arsenal to go for Ivan Toney. I think Ivan Toney is going to be an interesting one if he goes there. I hope they don't get Osimhen, because Osimhen is a monster. Absolute monster. I'd sooner have Osimhen go to like a PSG or something, or a Bayern, or maybe a Real Madrid if they can't get Mbappe. They go, okay, we'll settle for Osimhen then. And have Rodrigo, Osimhen, Vinicius. My team is Kelleher, Matip, Quanta, Bajcetic, Kostas, Endo, Gravenberch, Elliott, Jota, Doken, Gakpo, captain either Matip or Elliott. I really don't think Elliott will get captain. I think it'll be between Matip and Jota in that situation. But it's a good enough team to get the job done today, surely. What have Napoli done? They've put like a bunch of TikToks up. There's now been deleted, but there was a bunch of TikToks taking the piss out of Osimhen. There was so much had like racist connotations or something like. It was a really bad situation. Now he's threatening legal action, and it's all gone to pot. Like they've had a really bad start to the season for one, and all this stuff with the best player just doesn't make much sense to me. Wouldn't be surprised to see Osimhen at PSG. That I wouldn't be either. I really wouldn't be. You were a fraud, like Hassam said. Thanks, Ali. Robert's been quietly doing his thing. Oh yeah, Robertson is. I was a big defender of Robertson last season when he was adapting to this role, because I knew the quality he has. It's Andrew Robertson. He's been a top left back for the past however many years. He's been arguably the best defensive left back out of the top teams for the past however many years. I knew he had it in him. He just needed the time, and he just needed the system to settle in. Once the system settled in, once we figured out all the nooks and crannies, Andy Robertson has been brilliant. He's been brilliant. He's obviously got the winner against Wolves, but on a defensive end, he's not really had many people causing him problems. Does he still have his moments? Yes. He still likes to sit a couple of yards deeper than the rest of the line, which is a problem. And it does catch us out sometimes. But you have to take that in your stride. No player is perfect, and Robertson gives us a hell of a lot at the minute. Would you still take Lavia at Liverpool? That vote's been and gone. Him and Caicedo, I wouldn't have at Liverpool now, unless it was for like Caicedo was on the market for 40 mil. But to turn us down like that, and they just they've made the bed. They have to lie in it. The opportunity for Liverpool should have been and come now. It's been and gone. Imagine Osimhen at Barca. I don't think Osimhen's a Barca type of striker. I think they're so insistent on playing football their way, aren't they? I don't think Osimhen is that type of striker who. I think you want Osimhen to be a bit of a bully in the box, which is what I think Arsenal need. Tom is the best YouTuber. I appreciate that, Garth, mate. I appreciate that. It's bad that I know it's shocking. It'd be like us. Imagine us doing that with Salah. I'd be embarrassed by the football club, and Napoli are doing it, and it's a joke. How long is Trent out for? I think he's back for Tottenham. He was supposed to be back for West Ham, but I think they've, not took a risk there to get him back for Tottenham. Come the end of the season, do you think Curtis Jones will still be starting over Gravenberch? What do you think Jones' ceiling is? If Curtis Jones keeps up these performances, then yes, Curtis Jones will be starting because right now he's done nothing in his performances to be dropped. Do I believe he's going to keep up those performances or stay injury free? Probably not. So I could well see Gravenberch taking that starting spot at the end of the season. And what do I think Curtis Jones' ceiling is? It's going to sound horrible, but it's not. Curtis Jones' ceiling is Liverpool's fourth best midfielder. He's on the bench. Curtis Jones is the first option off the bench for our midfield. That's his ceiling. But the reason why that is his ceiling is because Liverpool Football Club should always be starting 3 world-class midfielders. So Curtis Jones is never going to be world-class, I don't think. But he'll be very good. And to have him as an option on your bench to come in, that as a ceiling, that is a great ceiling. Just below world-class is a fantastic ceiling. Let's take a bet where Ivan Toney goes. See, I reckon there's about 3 clubs. I reckon Arsenal, I reckon Chelsea, and I reckon Tottenham. But I don't think Tottenham are going to go for him. So it's between Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea probably going to spend more money, but I think the smart decision is for him to go to Arsenal. I really, really do. Do you think Kvaratskhelia should leave as well after this? I think Napoli are in a danger of losing a lot of their key players. I'll be honest, Kvaratskhelia has never really moved me like that. I know that loads of people were impressed by him last season. I wasn't one of the ones who was like, oh my God, replace Salah with Kvaratskhelia. No, he's never really moved me like that. I know he's a good player, but love Robbo. He's that annoying lad you love to have in your team but hates to play against. Yeah, you need them players in your team. The ones who, when they're in your team, you love them. When they're against you, you hate them. We've had some of them in the past. Suarez was one of them. Luis Suarez was a prime example of one of them. Like, them players are lovely. Do you want to know another one is? Bernardo Silva. God knows I hate Bernardo Silva. I cannot stand Bernardo Silva. But you best believe if he was at Liverpool, he'd probably be my favourite player because I love the mentality. Leao Kvara for Liverpool, who would you take, Tom? Rafael Leao. Big up was my guy Ryan. Jones has been excellent since April. I agree. Linda said Trent is training, but Leicester City comes too early, so maybe Spurs is back. Fingers crossed. I'd love to have Trent available for there. We need to have the big players on the bench tonight. We should be able to win this cup for sure. I completely agree. Thoughts on VVD this season? He's been very good. The red card, it was a moment, but it's not like made him crap. No, he's been very good this season. But I was one of the ones who was a little bit skeptical when he got the captaincy that, he might be affected by it, but no, he's took it in his stride. He's really embraced it, and his performance levels have gone up, and he's been fantastic for us all around. So I've got no complaints about Virgil van Dijk this season. Tom, will you be fuming if we get knocked out today? I probably will be, yeah, because I expect us to go far in this trophy. I'd be really gutted if we got knocked out. I really, really would be. I can't lie. He wants us to pay 70 mil for the Decore. You can hold that. I wanted us to pay 70 mil. Technically, I wanted us to pay 60 for Onana. But yeah, 70 mil for the Decore. Probably not our finest one, but in the context of the situation we were in, I don't regret saying it because I still think he's a good player. He just had a bad game yesterday. Who in the top 6 can revive Jadon Sancho's career? Tottenham or Liverpool will probably be the two. I think Tottenham if he's on the left, and Liverpool if he was sort of floating around that front three. But yeah, I think Tottenham's probably the best bet. If you had Son up top, Sancho on the left, Maddison in the 10, and Gulo on the right, that's probably a really good front four, sorry. Chelsea for Tony, for instance, Mitoma heading into you sound exactly like the type. I think he'd go Arsenal, to be honest. I really do. Thoughts on Mitoma or Neto to Liverpool next season? I would say no to both. I'm not the biggest fan of either. Rodri and Bernardo are the ones I can't stand. I've been very pleased with Robbo so far this season. I have. He's impressed me. That's why you're a fraud. You wanted the core. We all have bad takes. Hassam's had bad takes before. Hassam said Curtis Jones was the worst midfielder he'd seen play for Liverpool. It happens. It's why we're in this business. We can't be right about everything. It's why I love it, because I can't be right about everything. I love being wrong, because it makes it interesting. And yeah, I agree. Spurs probably the best place for Sancho. I don't know why, but Anthony Gordon's got a punchable face. He just annoys me. I don't know why. Anthony Gordon's another one. The players I hate in the Premier: Richarlison, Gordon, Fernandes, Bernardo. Those four are the ones I can't stand. I cannot stand them. Another one as well. Saka's starting to annoy me. He's a good player, but he's another one of them sly ones who gives it out but doesn't take it. Like, I have no issue with a player giving out, but they've got to be able to take it as well. They've got to be able to take it as well. And I just don't think that's how it goes with Saka at the minute. Play the kids. League is more important. I think you just play the second stringers. You don't no need to just play all kids. Be winning. I think the likes of Jota should get a game. Gakpo should get a game. Gravenberch, Endo, Matip. They should get chances in this tournament. That's how they're going to get the majority of the game time. And the league is more important, 100%. But I also want to win a trophy this season. And the Carabao Cup presents a good chance to do that. How many points are we getting from our next two Premier League games coming up? And do you think if we win these two, we're in a title challenge? I think we get 6. I think we do get 6. Maybe 4, but 6 is my expectation. Do I think it puts us in a title challenge? Oh, no. I don't know. It certainly gives us a hell of a lot of momentum. It certainly puts us in a lot better stead to do so. But I wouldn't say so yet. If you want me to sort of say when would I potentially say we're title challengers, if we go to the Etihad and we beat City convincingly, like by 2 or more goals, then I'll say it. I can't lie, Thiago's fit. He's ideal for the Spurs game, but just one of those things, I guess. I'm not going to talk about Thiago. My head will get too hot. I want the quadruple this season. We need to go all out in all competitions. It'd be a great achievement, that. How many points did I get in FPL last weekend? Should we have a little look? Bear in mind, I don't actually play FPL that religiously. I made my team at the start of the season and then left it. 62. 62. That's the team. I don't know. I also refuse to use rivals as well. So, like, you'll see no United, no Chelsea, no Everton, no City, no Arsenal, no Tottenham. I refuse to use any rival players. Thoughts on no VAR for the Carabao Cup until the quarterfinals? It makes no sense, but it is what it is. Sorry, by kids when beating me. Fair enough, B Winnie. I apologise then. Rodri's got to be the most dislikable player. Rodri's like a Fernandinho. Like, I almost respect them for it because they're annoying to play against, but they're not annoying personalities sort of thing. They're all quite young. There's more a figure of speech, fair enough. I apologise then, B Winnie. If we win away to both Spurs and Brighton, I can't lie, I might consider my stance as being title contenders. It's a massive momentum boost. I think Thiago comes back, he'll play at 6 role that Maka is covering for now, and I think Maka moves forwards. I think you'd then run Thiago back into the ground and you get about 5 games before he's injured again, to be honest. Tom, Sabo, or Jude, Dominic Szoboszlai. Where's Jude Bellingham screaming against Aston Villa? All he does is score tap-ins, and I'm definitely not jealous of the fact that Real Madrid signed him ahead of us. You know what's mad? If the Chelsea project fails, Chelsea will be in quicksand. They'll be down in the dumps. Chelsea will be in massive trouble if this fails again. Massive trouble. Bill's my guy, NS Sports. I bet a lot of rival fans can't stand Trent Robertson. I know a lot of rival fans can't stand Robertson. They hate him, and I'm fine with that. There's definitely a different feel to last season. I really like this team, and I'm excited to watch us play. Last season, it felt like a chore. 100%. There's a feel good factor around the club at the minute. 100% a feel good factor. If we beat Spurs and Brighton, we are contenders. Fair enough. Well, 62 points is incredible with no rivals in FPL. I don't even take it. I just enjoy it. It's like, one of them stupid things that you do. Time can Liverpool go to Anfield South? 100%. 100%. 100% they can. 100% we can make this Carabao Cup final this year. And we should be making the FA Cup final this year. I will slowly believe in a challenge if we are like 3 to 2 points behind City in March, and also we get an easy draw in the Europa League that we can rotate. Do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to be really honest? I think come March time, around the start of March, the rotation will slow. So you'll see a lot more of the regulars playing in the Europa League as well, because of the fact that we are a momentum team. And once you get to the round of 16, that momentum is better carried out through the players that are going to play more regularly. Do I think the club will buy Andre and Jan, or do you reckon that depends on Thiago leaving? I hope we buy Andre and Jan, and it shouldn't be dependent on Thiago leaving, because he should be going in the summer anyway on a free. I don't want us to give Thiago a new deal, I'll be honest. Maybe that's a controversial opinion. I don't want Thiago getting a new deal. I'd take 4 points out of 6 in the next 2 league games, to be honest. I think 20 out of 24 with the fixture would be a fantastic return. I want 6, but 4 to be a solid return, yeah. It just depends on if City keep winning. Because I don't want the gap to keep opening up and up and up and up and up sort of thing. I want us to stay relatively close to them. Because my guy, Wild Dead Wolf. I was at the game a few days ago, and there's optimism and real nice energy. Klopp himself seems very re-energized as well along with the players. He does. Again, the club feels there's a lot more positivity around the club at the minute. It shows what happens when you have a really good, not a really good, but a good transfer window, when you address some of your problem areas. Shows what happens when you're able to make statements. It's a really good thing. We have a 12:30 kickoff coming up against Everton. I know a lot of the derbies seem to be at 12:30. A lot of them do. If we were within 6 points of City by Jan, then it would be criminal to not go out and buy a midfield and a centre back in Jan. The centre back for what position though? Like this, the thing. I understand why people want to buy a centre back, because there is always the constant threat of. Klopp has clearly put a lot of faith in Quansah. I believe Quansah's 5th choice. So if you're buying one for the left centre back spot, then I believe he's gonna be back up to Robertson, because Klopp's not dropping Robertson. Thiago is back in Jan, but then we might get an Andre Trindade, and don't rely on Thiago, so we don't need him really. No matter how great he is, we've made that all wet paper bag. Thiago, the less I say on Thiago, the better. I think we definitely buy Andre and Jan. Fingers crossed. Every team has a shit house the fans love, but every other rival hates. Oh yeah. Do they actually? I think most teams do. But like Chelsea, maybe it's Enzo, but like I don't think he's that bad. I think it's I think most teams do though. Thiago's our best midfielder when fit though, Tom. But the key words there were when fit. We're gonna get to August. We're gonna get to not August, October. He should have been back in August. We're gonna get to October and he's still not back. It's 2 months. What's the point? Still need signings, I agree. Klopp on signing a new contract, my thoughts. If he believes that signing a deal, if he believes he's the best thing for it, if he believes that he wants to lead this Liverpool project forward again, go for it. Go for it. I don't know my true thoughts on it, because I still like Amorim. I still would really want to get Amorim in 2026. I'm someone who doesn't want Jurgen Klopp to overstay his time at Liverpool. But again, this team that he's built now, he's proven me wrong. He's addressed a lot of my concerns. Maybe if he believes it is the correct thing, then go for it. I think we get a centre back and a DM in Jan. I think Endo was a stopgap for our future DM. Maybe he was. Maybe we do get both. I just don't feel it happens. Do I think Klopp could sign a new contract? I think he could. But I don't know. Derbies are at 12:30, so they're as early as possible to avoid fan trouble, because there's less time for them to get pissed. Ryan. You're acting like Scousers don't start drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning on Derby day. Tom, with the rumours of Nico Williams coming in the summer, will he be Diaz's understudy? I think Salah signs a new contract. If Nico Williams comes in the summer, he's a really good pickup. I don't know where he played though. I don't think we need another left winger. I think he'd be a rotation piece back up to Salah sort of thing. And then that's when you'd loan Ben Doak out. Quanta will break through. I hope he does. He's had a really good start to the season. Who's playing best defences? Massive start over Gomez and Canate. For me, I'm still starting Van Dijk and Canate together. But then the likes of probably have Gomez third choice and Matip fourth choice. But they're all good. They've all played well this season. They're all good options. Endo is a useless signing. He's nowhere near good enough. I think you could end up moving him on next year. Again, though, I think people are being very quick to judge Endo. The issue Endo has is he was brought in a problem position and he was marketed as the solution for that problem position when he's not. He should be the Milner guy, the jack of all trades. But we marketed him as the DM when it's not the case. So I feel like he's getting a lot of unfair stick from that point of view. He does need to start performing. No, I'm not going to sit there and say he's been good so far. He hasn't. But I do feel a lot of the stick is a little bit unnecessary, a little bit early, should I say. We should try to win the treble, Europa League, Carabao Cup, and FA Cup, just like we did with Houllier. That'd be another fantastic thing. I think Nagelsmann will be Klopp's successor and Klopp goes to Germany national team after him. I don't think Nagelsmann and Liverpool is going to be a thing. I don't know why. I just don't think it is. But maybe. Xabi Alonso was the LFC manager. Tom, check his stats. I would love Xabi Alonso. I know he's doing bits with Bayer Leverkusen at the minute. But I believe Real Madrid are going to beat us to him. Unfortunately, I think Real Madrid are going to beat us to him. So I'm talking about derbies in general, not just the Merseyside derby, but like the North London derby. That wasn't at 12:30. The Manchester derby, can't remember the last time that was at 12:30. Other ones. There's not the Merseyside derby's the most common one at 12:30. Thoughts on Darwin as he starts here? Darwin Núñez has impressed me this season. Darwin Núñez has been really impressive. Great stream. I appreciate that. Wild Dead Wolf. On Endo, I have a feeling Klopp is doing like he did to Fab and Robbo. He plays when Klopp feels he's ready. I don't think Endo is going to be a regular starter. I'll be honest. I think McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Jones / Gravenberch / Thiago / Andre if you get him / whoever you want to chuck in that other spot. Yeah, but and then you'll have Bajcetic in the DM spot as a backup to McAllister sort of thing. But I don't really see Endo being a regular starter. The West Ham game was strange. The first half showed why the profile of the midfield that Klopp is trying to implement might not work. The second half showed why it might actually work. Football. It's football. It's life. I wasn't that bothered. Big ups my guy CJ. Hope all is well. Tom, big up from Texas. Big ups yourself. Second half against West Ham was so impressive, though. The way you control the game, kept the ball was fantastic. That's what this team can do. That's what this team can do. Yes, Real get Alonso. I think they do. Manchester Derby was 12:30 last season. Was it? It was, yeah, the second one. Yeah, but I don't think they all are, though. Like, I'm going by memories, remembering what I remember. Last season, Goodison, 12:30. The season before that, neither of them were 12:30. The season before that, Goodison, 12:30. The season before that, in 1920, was the Goodison one there, 12:30? It might have been. The season before that, 18-19. Neither were at 12:30. The season before that, 17-18. Goodison was 12:30. The other one wasn't. The season before that, 16-17. Anfield was 12:30. There's a derby every year that's going at 12:30. It's annoying. I would not take any manager unless they've shown how they handle low blocks with other teams. Amarim's very good at that. Xabi Alonso's been very good at that. Finally, Tom listened to Don Hassan with what? With Endo. Right. The one thing people have to understand was when I was on that stream with James Redmond, we were taking the piss a little bit. We were watching compilations of Endo going, he's the next best thing. and taking the piss out of the fact that he won an AFC Champions League and saying it was like he won the Champions League. Because my guy Tyler Gunner. Listen to my guy Wild Dead Wolf as well. Hit the likes, help the channel, like, share, and comment, people. If you know you're not already, make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you're not missing any more content. There might be another FIFA stream later on today. Later on today, people. The second part of the career mode. When do we play Everton? It's the 21st, I think. The way you get Jabi on is just telling them about Istanbul, memories of bringing them back home. And then Real Madrid can just say, remember, like Cardiff or something, wherever they played. Like, it happens. XNR rotated 6 players, half strong, half second, half team, plus Palestra, Ganacho, Hannibal. Klopp will rotate Gravenberch, Conte. Yeah, Klopp will have a rotated side, 100% he will. Does Klopp spend in Jan? I think we wait until summer clear out. We might spend in Jan, but it'll be on Andre only. Don't think Klopp is stupid enough to get rid of Fabinho due to form age and then bringing someone older to start for the long term. It's clearly a Milner replacement badly timed due to Caicedo. Exactly, B-Winnie. Exactly. Would I rotate or go strong? I'd just play a second string side. I'd play a second string side. That's the way I'd do it. It's my guy James Bond. Thanks for the happy birthday. Liverpool's rotated team couldn't beat Lask. They had to sub on Salah to save them. We were 2-1 up before Salah came on. Tom Decore was poor. Dango was dominating him. He was, but I don't think that now makes him poor. But he wasn't great yesterday. I'll give you that one. The haters on monitor at this stage he's rarely played, and two of the games he's played has been with 10 men. Like, it's a tough. Well, let's take the Zerbi or Nagelsmann after Klopp 26, 27. Should Klopp not extend beyond his new deal? I want Amorim or Alonso. Out of those two, probably the Zerbi, but I'm not me personally. I'm not the biggest fan of either of them. I know they're good managers, but it's just me personally. Not regular stars, but be involved in more games. He should be. I think Liverpool taking Trent's brother's Twitter likes way too seriously. Oh yeah, like it's pointless. It's making mountains out of molehills. It doesn't make sense. One of the best streams of the year with you and Hammers becoming endosexuals. Look at the ping on that. Look, the ping he had. He's got a naughty little pass, you know. He's got a naughty little pass. Son's the only player that no one seems to dislike. I dislike Son. Liverpool 3, Leicester 1 as well. He loves to score against LFC. And is Trent back for Tottenham, Tom? I think he is. I'm going to give my score prediction before we go, though. I'm going to say 4-1. 4-1 Liverpool. Jota with a brace, Gakpo with a goal, and Harvey Elliott with a goal. And we'll probably concede like a pen or a corner or something. I'd love a clean sheet, though. I think we do need to start getting a couple more clean sheets. 2-0 from Tom Goldsworthy. 2-0 will be a sound result. As long as we win. The basis is we just need to win. 3-1. Yeah, sure. I'm sick of seeing 3-1s now. 10-0 Liverpool. 10-0. I mean, if I have to take a 10-0, I'll take a 10-0. 4-1 Liverpool. Vardy for them. Then Elliott, Gakpo, Doak, and a Conte header. A lot of the youngsters score, and that'll be a boss day. But I'm going to call it there, people. I'm going to call it there 6-0. Boss result that. 3-1 conceding from Vardy. I'm going to call it there, though, people. Thank you for the stream. It's been a boss stream. Trying to get the numbers up, trying to get monetized, trying to be more consistent. So, if you're new, you're not already, make sure you hit that like button, hitting that subscribe button, turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any more content. Maybe live later with more FIFA content. Gonna love you, leave you in a bit, people. Ta-ra.